Hello, Dr. Rahim and my fellow classmates. My name is Johanna. Today I will present a critical review of the concept paper Exploring Gen Z's Communication Tools in Enhancing Post-COVID Educational Settings Through the Lens of Media Richness Theory. My overall impression is that the article is timely and relevant, especially because communication has changed drastically since the pandemic. The authors ground their entire discussion in media richness theory, which addresses an important gap: how Gen Z selects communication tools in academic interactions after COVID-19. The pandemic shifted us from face-to-face interactions that is considered the richest form of communication, and it shifted to a wide spectrum of digital tools with different levels of richness. From my perspective, one of the strengths of the article is that it clearly states the urgency for educators to adjust their communication approaches. It notes that many educators still rely on lean channels such as email and learning management systems, which may lack the immediacy and relational depth preferred by Gen Z. This observation is extremely relevant in Malaysia universities today. For me, the article is informative because it doesn't just list communication tools, it categorizes them along a richness continuum, which is very aligned with MRT's original purpose. I appreciate how the authors explicitly apply the theory to Gen Z's tools. For example, they argued that Zoom, Google Meet, and Microsoft Teams offer multiple cues, which are tone of voice, facial expression, and instant feedback. Meanwhile, they describe email and LMS announcements as lean media that are useful for routine messages but not relational communication. This reflects MRT's classic argument that lean media have limited capacity for reducing ambiguity. I also agree with the author's insight that institutional policies do not always support richer media. Many universities emphasize official channels, but the authors show that this can misalign with Gen Z's expectations. For instance, students prefer WhatsApp or Telegram because these platforms provide faster feedback. Although I agree with much of the analysis, I beg to differ when it comes to the assumption that Gen Z always prefers richer media. According to the article, the richness of a medium should match the task, not the generation. For example, asynchronous tools like LMS or email may be lean, but they are useful for structured, documented communication, something many Gen Z students actually rely on. Other than excellent use of media richness theory, the authors argue convincingly that MRT helps explain how communication can become satisfying or unsatisfying depending on media choice. The article also offers implications for lecturers and institutions, suggesting that richer media should be used for relational communication and feedback. In conclusion, this article provides a strong and timely exploration of Gen Z's communication tools using media richness theory. While it has its limitations, it offers an important foundation for understanding how post-COVID education can better align communication media with students' expectations and academic needs. Thank you for listening.